welcome back to another weekly review of The Flash Season 5. Today we're reviewing Episode 5, The Icicle Cometh. So for this review, I'm actually going to try and change up the format of how the reviews were, mostly because they long and take sometimes minutes too, so... Yeah, so basically I'm going to basically talk more general about the episode. I'm not going to go in exact detail, but I tend to do a lot in the episodes when I review them. I'm going to try and just talk more general, not just the basics of what happened, not going to be so detailed, which hopefully you'll appreciate. I hope you will. But anyways, the whole thing with this episode was introducing, I think, Caitlin's father, Thomas Snow, on the episode, which was they've been teasing this since the start of the season, and since last season, where they revealed that Caitlin's had her Killer Frost powers and her split personality Killer Frost apparently since like not season 1, what's that saying? Since she was a child. And after learning that, she started to suspect that it might have something to do with her father, because like when Cisco vibed her, of course, we saw her father in the vibe too, so possibly might have something to do with her father. And of course, the last couple episodes have been showing her trying to find him, and we finally have found him. We've learned that he's been hiding out in this old abandoned facility, like Black House facility, that was under control of her mom and her company and stuff, so yeah. But when we do find her father, we learn that he also has ice powers like Caitlin, and due to his ALS, he was trying to cure it, and the way he was trying to cure it in the process gave him these ice powers is what happened. And I think it was something like that. I don't know, it's not been a week since I watched it, so I'm pretty sure it was because him trying to cure that ALS or whatever. You get the idea. He has ice powers now, he had ALS, and like the ice is like helping to stop the ALS, and basically like covering his kind of entire body. And we learned that basically, like, he has a sort of evil side like Caitlin does, where it's like, basically how, like, not evil. So, Caitlin has like a split personality where, like, there's Caitlin Snow and there's also Killer Frost. So basically he has that same thing too, where there's Thomas Snow and his alter ego, which Cisco dubs Icicle, which is a character from the comics. And Icicle, basically, he kind of like, his entire body's like kind of like made out of ice, not like that, it's kind of just covered in ice, what it looks like. And like, so we made a skin graft of like of Thomas Snow's face, and like wear a skin graft of like his face, which is pretty weird and psychotic a little bit. And so yeah, psychotic the right word for him? Psychotic? No, it's just crazy. I'm gonna say that's the right phrasing for it. The overall character of Thomas Snow / Icicle, we haven't really seen much of Thomas Snow, honestly. Actually, I think because like Icicle kind of like took over the body right now, and he's kind of in the process of trying to get rid of Thomas Snow. We tricked Caitlin into making this formula that was like, he said would cure him of his like Icicle personality, or actually would just get rid of her father completely, but they managed to destroy it before he could use it. And the Icicle character, it's a pretty interesting character so far. I really like what they're doing with him so far. I like how they're kind of like making this sort of like similar between the two of them. How like there's like Thomas Snow and Caitlin Snow, and there's Icicle and Killer Frost. It's a nice little dynamic there. Like, the character's like, I'm already running out of things to say. He's a good character, he's really fun, entertaining, and it's gonna be cool to see, like, Killer Frost go up against Icicle, because he does escape at the end of the episode. So, like, we're gonna definitely see him at some point in the season. I'm not sure exactly when we might see him, maybe possibly the 100 episode, which that is coming out very soon. I think after the next 2 episodes will be the 100 episode, so maybe you might be in an episode. Since, of course, the 100 episode is the big episode of the season, the big anniversary episode. Well, it's not really an anniversary episode, but you know what I mean. The 100 episode is usually a big episode, so he might be in that. We'll have to wait and see, really. In the big climatic battle against Icicle, Killer Frost does finally re-emerge. Of course, because like Barry and Nora and Cisco and Ralph, they all can't stand the cold and temperature of the room that they're in when fighting Icicle, but Caitlin can't because of Killer Frost and her powers. And Killer Frost finally showed herself again, does manage to beat Icicle. We finally learned that Killer Frost has never been gone, just out back in Season 4 when the Thinker they assume they used the metahuman powers of Melting Point, and to like kind of like erase, or like deletes, you know what I mean? It's kind of gotta get rid of the metahuman code from her system. But they found the Thinker actually used the powers of Brainstorm to put this kind of mental block in her brain to prevent her from actually being able to see Killer Frost or think she's gone. She's been here the whole time, and then she will be back the rest of the season. And now Caitlin will be having she'll be using this device they had last season, so like that Harry Wells made for Cecile to hear the thoughts of her baby. She'll use that to She'll use that now to communicate with Killer Frost in her head and have a conversation. So that could be a cool dynamic, because they're going to be catching up and stuff, having nice chats, maybe some ice puns, because those are always good. So it'll definitely be fun to have Killer Frost back and see the dynamic between her and Icicle, and of course Caitlin, and trying to save her father from Icicle. So that's going to be an interesting dynamic to see the rest of the season. It's going to be fun to see Killer Frost back. So, yeah. There were two other plot lines going on during the episode while the main plot was going on. The secondary plot of the episode was about Iris Snow and Sherlock tracking down on the piece of satellite that hit Cicada and gave him his powers. They found out that was the entirety of the core of their satellite that hit Cicada and gave him his powers, and they bring it back to base and find out that they learned that his like lightning bolt dagger comes from the satellite as they find like a cut out piece of the satellite that's in the shape of a lightning bolt and stuff. And they're going to use that machine now to hopefully track him down and defeat him. So there's that. The third plotline was about Ralph and Cecile also investigating Cicada. They went to this shelter that was for people who got hurt or injured during when the satellite crashed in the last season. They were there to grab some files to try. They were basing this information off what Joe told them that he said Cicada sounded like a father, so they were looking for the files, see if there's any like kids as they got brought into the shelter last night. And they found one kid that does seem like a match for Cicada, possibly, which is Cicada's kid that's in the hospital right now in a coma. And looking at her file, it seems like it makes the most sense. Because there was like a pair of twins, but like this kid does makes them more sense. So they're getting closer to trying to take down Cicada, hopefully. So hopefully soon, you know. Yeah. What the hell am I talking about? Cicada was also in the episode. He was at the beginning of the episode where he kills off the Medicu, of course, as usual. He gets cut during the fight, but refuses to patch it up and stuff. And then at the end of the episode, he realizes that the bigger cut on him that came from the lightning bolt dagger is actually making him stronger or somehow and giving him more abilities somehow. Or something we have seen in previous episodes where he's been given like different abilities like super jumping or strength and stuff. So like it's giving him stronger or like giving him more powers. But he said making him stronger. So yeah, there's also some cool Easter eggs Thomas Snow makes in the episode. When talking to Caitlin, Bear, and Cisco back at the Black Ops bunker, he mentions people like Louis Lincoln and Victor Freeze. Louis Lincoln in the comics is the original Killer Frost, and Victor Freeze is, of course, Mr. Freeze, which is a really cool Easter egg because in the Elseworlds crossover they're doing later on in December, Stephen Amell, who plays Green Arrow, his wife Cassandra Amell will be playing Nora Freeze in the crossover. So that's a nice little Easter egg there. And considering we know his wife will appear in the crossover, so maybe Victor Freeze might appear too, but it's just wishful thinking right now, I'm guessing at this point. Anyways, but yeah, the episode overall, it was a really solid episode, really great. Caitlin's father was a great character. I love seeing the character. I love seeing Iris and Nora interact more. It's really nice and cool and sweet and stuff. If I have any complaints about the episode, not really sure. This episode, I think the first episode so far that Sherlock has been kind of really useless. He's kind of just sitting there, kind of being smug, drinking tea a lot, and so like kind of being useless and stuff. Like, you know, I still like Sherlock right now. Like so far, he's not like one of my farewells. I think so far on TV, we found the TV show, but still, I like him so far. Or nothing's making me hate him right now. It's cool that we're getting more scenes of Cecile. You know, doing some field work and stuff. That's cool. It's nice having Killer Frost back and all this stuff. You know, it's very cool. Oh, and it's a solid episode. I'll give the episode. Let's give it a 8.5 out of 10. I'll give it that rating. 8.5 out of 10. It's a good episode. I really liked it. I liked it better than last episode. Last episode was good too. This is a better episode I like. So yeah. But yeah. Anyways, thank you all for watching. Tell me in the comment section down below if you watched watching it. What did you think of the episode? Are you excited for the next episode? And so on and so forth. You know what I mean. Do this stuff. Do what I'm telling you. Maybe you don't have to. I don't care really. So yeah. Thank you all for watching. Excuse me. Burp. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you all later. Keep burping, sorry. See you all later. Bye.